Yo, peace was good. Welcome to part 2 of my Eazy album review, straight off the streets of motherfucking Compton. But before I start, I just want to do a correction. In the beginning of the video, or whatever, I said that Eazy died on March 31st. He did it. He died on March 26th, 1995. So I know some of you guys in the first video, you guys gonna correct me on that. So just to let you guys know. But I left off on track 8, Lickin' Suckin' Fucking, which I talked about. Just him, performing fellatio to a girl and shit over a beat. Which transitions to the next song, one of my favorite songs off the album, and it's the song Hit the Hooker. Love that song. Yes, it's a sex track. The beat is done by KG. I mean, one of KG's illest beats that he's done, in my opinion. Fucking love that beat, man. Like like the piano and the bass line, that dun 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 dun, like the drums and shit, like that shit is tough right there. Very, very, very dope. And the way he flows on that track is dope. You can tell Str8, wrote the lyrics for that song, but he sounds dope over that shit. So I thought that was pretty cool. Track 10. I'm sorry. My Baby's Mama. I know some of you guys can relate. Well, I can't relate because I don't have any kids, but maybe some of you guys can relate. Or we all know somebody that is going through this. You have that one dude that has that baby mama who he had a one night stand with, and now he's stuck with her. Had a kid out of that one night stand, and now he just talks about the woes of paying child support, like the crazy amount of money that they owe, child support and things like that. So that song is pretty much owed to the fellas that has to go through that shit. Just saying, fuck the baby mama. I wish I could kill her, that type of thing. That's what he talks about in that song, My Baby's Mama. So I thought it was pretty cool. Track 11, Creep and Crawl. One of my favorite tracks off the album. Love that joint. I just love how dark and sinister that beat is. DJ Yella did his thing on that beat. That beat is fucking sick. Definitely has that midnight hour type of vibe to it, man. That you about to he's scheming on the nigga. You know what I mean? But what I got out from that track is I've always felt like that song was kind of like the sequel to the Neighborhood Sniper off the 5150 Home of the Sylk-E EP. That song Neighborhood Sniper, which was a single, I've always felt like Creep and Crawl was a sequel to that song, because same type of vibe, a more darker beat, kind of the same concept, you know what I'm saying? Just like on a killing spree, he just have no fucks given to people that he kills and shit like that. No remorse, none of that shit. So I thought that was pretty interesting. So really enjoyed that joint right there. One of the illest beats that I've heard from him. Track 12, What Would You Do? Pretty dope joint right here. Song's about like 5, almost close to 6 minutes long. It's just a diss track towards Death Row. He he mentions Corrupt, Daz, he talks about, the Dog Pound, he talks about Snoop Dogg, he talks about Dr. Dre, people like that. There was a line where he says to Daz, get off Death Row's dick, don't be a follower, be a leader, that kind of thing. That was one of his lines that he said and things like that. But yeah, that was a pretty dope track. I really like the beat. It's really dark. It's very laid back, but dark in the same time. Love the synths that was used on that joint. It just really added on to the track. Really sinister and that kind of thing. Really enjoyed that joint right there. What Would You Do? Dope diss track to Death Row Records. Track 13, Gangsta for the Beat, is a posse cut. It features BG Knocker and Drayster and Menage a Trois, which I mentioned before, which is a hip-hop duo, female hip-hop duo from Compton, California. They have an album out called Childless that they dropped back in '94. But that's long out of print. It goes for a lot of money. I need to get that album eventually. If I see it, I'll pick it up. Um, it's pretty much a posse cut. It was okay, you know. I didn't. The beat was okay. Though it was kind of weak in my opinion, but it was decent. It was cool. And the last track, Eternal E. Um, it's just a song that DJ Yella, Eazy-E, he doesn't really rap in the song. He's just more so just talk on the album. I mean, he talks into the song. You know, DJ Yella just saying like, yo, this is a song that Eazy-E wanted on the album. So, you know, DJ Yella actually put it on the album and things like that. Eazy, he's just talking about how kind of defending like gangster rap, like yo, gangster rap, like his music in general. Specifically, he's just talking about how we don't tell your kids to join a gang or to kill people and things like that. Just saying like how like the lifestyle that gangster lifestyle is not really good for you. You know, you'll end up dying or in jail and some shit like that. But he's just saying like, what you do, just do with caution. There's consequences to what you do, and that's pretty much what I got from that track, Eternally, and that's pretty much it. Overall, by far my favorite album from him, by Eazy-E. You know what I mean? Because Eazy Does It was his first album, and this is his second album. So yeah, pretty dope. Pretty dope album. I like the dark overtone of the album. I love that shit right there. You know what I'm saying? Very underrated if you ask me, because most people know Eazy for the It's On EP or the Eazy Does It. But people don't rarely talk about this album. You know what I mean? And I think it's pretty sad. I think if you're an Eazy-E fan, then you should at least check it out. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I would love to hear the rest of Temporary Insanity, the original proper title of this album. And yes, I know some of you guys are gonna say about Impact of a Legend, the EP that Ruthless Records dropped back in 2002. I am aware of that joint. I know some of the songs are from Temporary Insanity, but I don't know if those beats were made in '95. I don't know if those were new beats from 2000, 2001, 2002. So that's my only gripe with that, because I'm not a fan of posthumous albums, even though this is considered a posthumous album. But the difference was he actually recorded new material and they just slapped it on the album, so that was it. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, if you guys can pick it up, definitely pick it up. It's usually cheap, you know what I mean? So I would say this, and It's On EP on my favorite projects from Eazy-E. 5150 is like my least favorite, and then Eazy Does It was cool, but I prefer It's On and this joint right here. And I hope you guys enjoyed that review. That's it, folks. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Stay tuned for more videos. Peace.